My pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
So first, I would like to ask you, from your experience, what defines a truly authentic Chopin interpretation?
Well, it's a difficult question. I think we should ask Frédéric Chopin. Unfortunately, it's not possible. So what we can do, okay, we know the relations from pupils, many pupils. We have new publications, very interesting, Frederica Miller's letters. And when she described 200 lessons with Chopin, just, yes, and then it sent the letters to Aunt, to Vienna. So we have a lot of information about the teaching. Okay, we have some information about the Chopin playing, but of course, this is a question of time, and then we cannot ask Chopin. So I think personally everybody should find some key to this music. What is very objective? Of course, we need to read the text, yes, because it's very rich, and then we can find many details in the text. This is the base, of course. What we know, except Chopin was a lover of bel canto at Italian opera. I was every week in opera in Paris even. So it means a lot of his music is very melodical, and the cantilena line is very vocal. So it's not necessary to imitate, but we need to know how to play, and mainly to use a really finger-good legato. And we know from the relations from his pupils also, he insisted for a really straight, really good legato. So also he avoid any exaggeration in rubato, for example. He was teaching nocturnes with metronome.
Really?
Can you imagine?
I didn't know
Can you imagine? It's incredible. Or for example, polonaises, he was counting for 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for pupils. So he expected to have a left hand almost equal, or just really equal, and in the same time really free and very independent.
Which is very difficult to do.
Yes, of course, it's very difficult.
Yes.
But Chopin music is not easy for us, of course.
So I'm sorry, we have some young students here. Maybe I can translate a little bit of what he said. So 교수님께 이제 정말 진정성 있는 쇼판의 음악은 어떻게 연주를 할 수 있는지 제가 여쭤봤어요. 그랬더니 선생님께서 이제 우리가 이제 쇼판의 제자들이 쇼판의 레슨이 어땠는지 편지나 이런 거를 읽으면서 저희가 배울 수도 있고, 이제 그런 편지나 이런 거를 우리가 공부하면은 쇼판이 어떤 스타일로 가르쳤는지 음악을 알 수 있다고 하시는데요. 그 중에 제가 지금 방금 얘기했던 것처럼 이제 템포가 정말 정확하게 박자기를 틀어놓고선 레슨을 했다고 합니다. 그래서 왼손은 박자가 정확하고 이제 거기에 멜로디는 또 여유 있게 자연스럽게, 이제 이 부분이 매우 어렵죠. 근데 그거를 좀 말씀하셨습니다.
So sometimes when we listen during Chopin competition, for example, some very creative performances, we are asking ourselves, is it okay or it's a little bit against Chopin? Okay, but we are living in our time, and we are playing a bit different, I think, but it's nothing wrong. It's absolutely normal. Every generation should find something new in this music, but I think that the core, the base, we should be responsible of it.
선생님께서 이제 쇼판 콩쿠르 심사를 you were in the jury many times in the Chopin competition.
Yes, I was 3 times in the main competition and also 2 times on a competition of historical instruments.
네, 쇼판 콩쿠르 벌써 3번을 심사를 하시고, 또 쇼판 콩쿠르의 그 예전 피아노로 했던 콩쿠르에서 2번을 하셔가지고 총 5번을 심사를 하셨는데, 이제 쇼판의 음악을 들었을 때 그 피아니스트가 얼마나 쇼판의 이 음악을 이해를 잘 해석을 했는지, 또 본인의 그 해석에 어떤 스타일을 집어넣는지 이런 거를 많이 보신다고 하십니다.
And I can tell you, this is more and more difficult. The assessment in this competition is more and more difficult. Last edition we had 642 candidates. So the first preliminary was this was the recordings selection, and it was already difficult. After The second preliminary, it was necessary to choose around 60 of pianists. It was extremely difficult. And of course, during competition, the level was exceptional. They are very professional, all of them. And then what to select, who is better, who is worse. This is question sometimes of taste of the jurors. And we had such a differences in our opinion this year, so incredible. But okay, probably this formula start to be not the best for us because too many good pianists playing really professional.
Yes, professional pianists. So 이번 콩쿠르에는 642명이 참가를 했는데요, 쇼판 콩쿠르에. 네, 그 첫 1차서부터도 벌써 너무 잘 치는 피아니스트들이 많아가지고 심사하기가 매우 어렵다고 합니다. 근데 또 이제 심사위원 각각 개인의 또 취향도 있고 이래가지고 참 이 콩쿠르의 쇼판의 음악을 갖고서만 심사하니까 또 되게 어려운 점도 있다고 선생님께서 지금 말씀하십니다. So for you, you mentioned that 642 participants came to the competition. So what for you stands out when you listen to some pianists playing in this competition?
Well, I try to find somebody who is playing very natural, with a good sound, with a good narration, and then who is able to touch me. You know? Of course, I have to feel the respect to Chopin text. I cannot accept if somebody is playing really something like similar to Chopin, but not so near. So the text is for me is very important. But after, I ask myself, would I like to go for the concert of this pianist? Would I like to listen him in the next round or something like this? But even then, it was extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. So, quality of sound. What I said before, this natural legato, of course, balance between form, and when we are playing special pieces like polonaises or mazurkas or valses, the dance forms. So we need to be more respect for the features of the dance. For example, if somebody is playing just an any virtuoso piece, this is not yet polonaise or something like that. So I try to balance it. But sometimes this is not so easy because, for example, the etude is particularly beautiful. Nocturne not so. And what to do? You have one mark. You can give 20. You can do 22 or something like that. So you can ask yourself, what will be in the next round? Is it chance for the final? Is it chance for the next round, or in the next round, or not? So I had more doubts after this edition than before. Yeah? I was so sure I have my way to the Chopin music, but now I see it's not so easy. I ask myself if somebody will find the especially perfect system of voting, it would be great. There's always some disappointments. Why this man is not coming to the final? One is this coming to the final. Sometimes this is pure mathematics, like it was in the Chopin competition, and this mathematics not always is working, and the public is not always accepting this mathematics too. And this is not a question that we would like to promote somebody or not, but it's just sometimes we are also surprised. For example, when you look for the Garrick Olson interview, he was surprised every stage as a chairman of the jury.
Yes.
But it is okay. It's our time. This is our reality. We have to accept it.
So this edition of the competition was live streamed, and I heard over 2 million people watched this competition.
Oh, it's more. You know, it's incredible. But only in Poland we had 20 millions of listeners of this competition, and around the world this was absolutely. So this is a really big success. But it's also in this moment very big responsibility, and everybody is looking for it.
Do you think there's a difference between watching online, listening online, and being actually in the hall?
Yes.
Very different?
Yes.
In what way?
Absolutely. You know, it's amazing. Okay, this National Philharmonic Concert Hall is not a new hall. It is not the best. Yeah? The acoustic is as it is, but it's just tradition. This is from after Second World War. It's every time in this Philharmonic Hall. So till the moment when the streaming was not existing or not so good, it was not a problem. But now, when I listen, and we are at the back of the hall,
yes.
the balcony, so I see, okay, for example, oh, beautiful, and everything is clear, no problem, a very natural playing. And after I try to listen through internet, and I say, oh, so many wrong notes. What happened? This pedal is not so clear. So a lot of details we are losing in this hall because of the hall. So what to do? Yeah? And you know, this is very frustrating because most of the public is in internet. And they see face, they see everything, and they have all these details, all the small details we are not able to recognize. We have other aspects of listening. Okay, the concert hall is more important, but this is a huge difference. This is really huge difference. And sometimes I had doubt what to do with some candidate because I knew that he's a very good pianist, but in this background it's not so clear, not interesting. And I was listening during the evening.
Yes.
Oh my God! Of course I need to pass him, but it's no chance to listen twice.
Yes.
All of them. So this was some kind of compromise. But it will be big discussion, I think, just now after competition, what to do.
Yes.
Because this is not clear for the audience. We are asking, is this jury crazy or something like that? Because this is really amazing, the difference. And difference is also it's unbelievable. When I was listening from the right side of the hall was different, and the left side was also different. Oh. So we were changing our places between stages. But okay, and the final, I was in the middle. I was so happy, like a king, because it was clear.
I see.
It was clear. But yes. In Warsaw, unfortunately, we have no better concert hall. Probably it is the very good reason to do it, something with this, and of course the institute can consider probably the jury should be downstairs or something like that. Probably will be better, but everybody said before competition, no, upstairs is the best place. And every of the jury say no chance to listen something, some details. Yeah.
So, what advice would you give young pianists when they're preparing for this major competition, something like the Chopin competition? How to prepare?
Well, it's always difficult. I have my pupils, which I am preparing to competition, not always with success. It means I have some best idea how to do it. Of course, you must be very professional, and you must be very professional in every point of your program. You cannot find some weak points because, okay, if everybody is playing on such a good level, it will decide if you have one piece which is not perfect prepared or something like that. And from the first selection, if somebody played not so clear one of the etude, it doesn't matter if you played ballade and the nocturne fantastically, but because of this etude, unfortunately, we should be fair for the all candidates, no chance. So from the first, what is the most important, consider twice or third times what you want to play and why. And ask yourself, what is your advantage in this program? If you are only looking, last edition, okay, Bruce Liu played variation opus 2, so probably, and he was the winner, so probably I will do the same. This is okay, probably some key, some method, but it doesn't work, mainly. So you need to recognize what is your attitude, what is your best side.
Yes.
So and of course during education you have some strong pieces. I mean, for example, for me, I played many times Rhapsody No. 6 of Liszt during competition because it was easy for me, relatively easy, and I had feedback, yes, it's good. So I decided to put to this almost all the time, and it worked. Okay, I don't recommend you to play one piece all your life. This is no sense. But you need some strong points because during competition you have not too much time to practice. And of course, in this moment you must be sure without this practice, and you must be sure of your interpretation. And then, okay, for example, now we have the Paderewski competition. You know, it is a free choice of program.
Yes.
And okay, this is true. The jury likes some pieces and some are not so. If somebody decide to play Mozart sonata, the sonata was almost perfect, probably almost. It was not perfect. This was very difficult to pass to the second stage because of Ravel Miroir, because of Gaspar, because of Prokofiev's sonata or something like that. So if you have a free choice, you must very carefully decide what you need, especially for the first stage of the competition. And the classical sonata on this time is very difficult. Huh? Okay, if you are playing like Mitsuko Uchida, it's probably not a problem.
Yes.
But who knows? Sometimes the jury is tired also. So this is the first very important decision. Second, to have the program very equal.
Yes.
It's like this first prize winner, Eric Liu. It was a big discussion. He should be first or not. But he was relatively playing on the same level, all stages. And sometimes if you have beautiful one piece or two pieces, and the others, or like concerto or something like this, not well prepared, so probably this is not the best. Yeah.
I would also be interested to know, are there specific Chopin pieces you should learn as a student that is mandatory, you think? Like maybe all the etudes, or would you say, or ballades, or other pieces?
Okay, we have many aspects, of course, of Chopin playing. So if you want to be really prepared for stage playing, now you should prepare all etudes.
All etudes.
Yeah? When I was a student, if somebody in Poland played 2 or 3 etudes very well, wow, it was a very good pianist. But now, when you are playing 12 etudes, okay, it's absolutely the standard. Eh?
Yes.
Even during competition, you have Opus 25 or Opus 10, playing perfectly. So this level of this aspect of piano playing now is incredible.
Technically also.
Yes, and I've got to my class one Chinese young boy, 15 years old, and I said myself what to give him as a first program to know what we should do. And I proposed him to first and second etude Opus 25 of Chopin. And he said, yes, but I played this etude when I was a child. Okay, so I said, let's repeat. Because we for sure have something to do, but it's a reality. Eh? Everybody is playing a really big program. Of course, as many pieces as you can in every style of Chopin, the brilliant style, and after the biggest pieces too, step by step. You can start with the rondos. You can start with. For example, with scherzo number 1 or 2 or ballad number 3 or something, and after step by step. I don't think it's the best way to start with barcarolle and then ballad number 4, which is very popular in Asia. It's only one ballad of Chopin was written. So please don't forget. It was the reason why we decided this edition to put to the preliminary on the second ballad and third, to insist to play something shorter, but also beautiful. And of course, after it depends on the choices. Of course, nocturnes or something like that. You need to try everything.
Okay. Could you share how your own relationship with Chopin's music has evolved through the years?
Ah, yes. I hope it will still
evolve.
still, yeah. And then, I was surprised also in interview. Garrick also said absolutely the same. So every several years we discover something, and you are looking for the same notes, and you see something different. It's fantastic. Of course, when you are a student, it's mainly some proposals of your teacher, of course, together with your creativity. But after you start to analyze the form, you start to analyze relations between some parts. And for example, number 3, when in the climax the teams are coming back together, it's amazing. For a long time I was playing this piece, but it was absolutely normal place for me. But oh my God, this is really genius. And then I was reading the Neuhaus Art of the Piano, and he said, okay, before sfogato in barcarolle, the modulation is something absolutely amazing. I said, okay, probably it is. But after 10 years, I said, yeah, it is. It's incredible. It's like from heaven, a gift from heaven. How it's possible to find such a solution? So it's change. Yes, you start. This is why better to start with the polonaises. We start with scherzo or the first part of output of Chopin, because it's relatively easier to understand. But for example, Polonaise Fantasy, this is for me till today. I don't know. I analyze from many sides, from many points. So I know a lot about, but finally, probably in 10 years, I will change my opinion about. So this is always risky, because when you are young, you have abilities, you can play as you like. When you are older, okay, you must play as you can. So this is like with Brahms concerto or something like this. Rubinstein, when he was playing second Brahms set, and he was 60, okay, he said, oh, I am too young for this concerto. What is something like this? But it is, okay, this is art, and then we are very happy that we can do, and when we can see such a thing. So it's not only like mathematics, you solve the problem, and the problem is solved. And here, every week, every month, sometimes the student is coming, playing a little bit different, I can say, okay, it's possible to do like this. I like it.
Oh, so you're
sometimes
open.
also, yes, it works both sides. It's not only, okay, you need to do this. I think it was 30 years ago when my teacher was very straight. And I said, Professor, when should I take off the pedal? Don't ask me, it's here, it's written. Can I play a little bit longer? No. Something like this. So now, of course, it changed. Sometimes we are a little bit too liberal, but it's better.
Yes. I am personally curious, do you think the biographical aspect of Chopin, does it affect his music in a strong way, do you think? Is it important what's going on in his life and when he composed?
I think so. Okay, we cannot prove it. We know he was very, very weak.
Yes.
And even as a 30 years old man, he was very weak. And when we have these relations of his pupil Frederica Miner, he was very often canceling the lessons, and because of the health. So for sure, his playing was, of course, depending of the physical possibilities. So probably it's a paradox, but his technique of being really relaxed and then be flexible is also probably coming from his physical possibilities. And it was a genius, and the modern technique of piano playing is mainly coming from this Chopin. But he was so weak, he was not able to play really forte, fortissimo. Even if he would like to compete with Liszt, there's no chance in this aspect. So probably, even a third scherzo, for example, which is dedicated to Adolf Gutmann. Gutmann was a German pianist, but he was able to play it, but Chopin never played it because of his abilities. Or, for example, Batakıro, the final in London, we know the relations, he was playing piano because he was not strong enough to do it. So probably this is some reason, I think, yes, of course.
Yes, so many Korean pianists have achieved success in many international competitions recently, including the Chopin competition.
Yeah.
What are your impressions about Korean pianists today?
You're fantastic. No? Okay, I'm a little bit afraid about the European pianists because, because this balance between modern piano playing is going to Asia, and not only Korean but Chinese. And when you see how many laureates you have from Korea, not only Chopin competition but many competitions from China, and so I'm really impressed. Yes, 20 years ago, sometimes it was possible to recognize, this pianist is from Europe because he feels a little bit different in this music, and it was especially for the Japanese pianists playing Chopin. Okay, it was a little bit limited. I mean, this part of emotional playing, but now, oh my God! Sometimes it's better. You are a little better. You play better mazurkas when we are playing. This is absolutely amazing. Sometimes with polonaises we have a chance still, but you have fantastic teachers. You have teachers educated in the US, educated in Europe, so we know everything. You can find many information, all information is almost in internet. So this is our modern world, and you are working very hard. So I'm afraid about Europe because we are a little bit too lazy. So when Seijin Cho was winning competition and many others, what to say, and his preludes and his concerto. Okay, we need to accept it. Yeah?
Yes.
Chopin is not Polish only, but it's really our.
Yes.
Yeah. And it will change probably. It will be more Asian than European. It's okay. It's not a question of fight. We should be happy. And this influence is going for so many countries. And it's some phenomenon. Really, this competition, and so many people started to think about Chopin. Sometimes, like in Poland, everybody tried to feel like an expert. And this is very dangerous because you know it better. But from second sight, we like it. It's a little bit like Chopin, like a pop star. I hope not too much, but it works like this. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's great what is happening. Yes.
Let's see. Let's see for the feedback. Let's see for the future. But we have, till this edition, the first prize winner was like a star, and after the second, third, it's not so. But this year, because it was not really favorite.
Yes.
So this first prize winner, of course, we will make a career. But also we have a lot of invitations for this other laureates. And this is interesting. No, we don't want the first prize winners. We would like to listen to Chinese girl because Chinese girl is for us more interesting. No, we don't want the Chinese girl. We would like to listen to Georgian pianist because we like especially the Georgian. And it's nice because we open the door for many pianists, not only for one. Like sometimes it is, okay, who is the winner? Yes, we would like to have the winner. This is different. And probably, paradoxally, okay, this is fault of the jury, but paradoxally, probably it's even better for these young pianists. Not only one, but some group of them. Even, some Polish not passed to the second stage. They are very popular because somebody listening to them, okay, I would like to listen to this pianist during concert because he's interesting.
This is interesting, yes. Well, thank you so much, Professor, for giving us this insight into Chopin and the competition.
Thank you.
I'm afraid we're out of time, but I would like to maybe have just a couple of minutes in case some audience would like to ask questions. 네, 저희가 시간이 이제 저기 30분밖에 없어서 끝나기 전에 혹시 뭐 질문하시고 싶으신 거 있으시면 이 기회에 질문하시면 좋을 것 같습니다.